So now we're in our small cities, little communities. I really like this category. I think when you look at the AP, we try to mirror our projects with national. So national sets up the 5 categories: transportation, disaster. It's what we've been going through today, but then they set up these limits of like 5 million, 5 to 10, 10 to 25, so then there's these little brackets that they kind of form. And I think this solves the problem of trying to leave out those amazing communities that are out there that maybe aren't as big as a big city. They don't have all the money, they aren't doing these amazing projects, but it gives them a chance to compete, to be recognized, to be acknowledged, because what they're doing there is just as important as the big city. So this category is, I think it's awesome. We received 2 applications in this category. The first one is in the building structures division, and it goes to the city of Woodlake for the Woodlake Community Center. The city of Woodlake is reinventing itself with a population of under 8,000 located miles outside of the nearest major commerce center, and a median household income of under $38,000 per year. Woodlake is considered a severely disadvantaged community, and that means availability of local funds for projects like this are few and far between. In order to fund the project, the city made use of its eligibility for a low-interest United States Department of Agriculture, a USDA loan. The project consisted of a new 12,000 square foot community center, a building that sits on a previously undeveloped 21,000 square foot site. The building improvements include city council chambers, a full kitchen, a gym, a new senior center, office space, storage area, a ticket booth, and restrooms. The project site improvements include an outdoor patio, new parking area, concrete walkways, irrigation, underground utilities, and siding and striping. The new community center represents the last piece in the push to bring a small town into a forward-moving, thriving center of community. With that, I'd like to give this word to the city of Woodlake.
You know, I was elected to the city council 10 years ago, and I didn't know a darn thing about engineering or planning. But 10 years later, and millions of dollars worth of projects, I'm happy to report that I still don't know a darn thing about engineering or planning. And the reason why that's worth noting is because it gives us an opportunity to work with professionals and folks that we have built a relationship with over time that have helped us to get to where we are today. And I would be remiss if I didn't single them out, but you know, our consultant, Quadnov, specifically our engineer, Monique, our architect, the Taylor Group, which I believe it was our first time working with them on our project, and hopefully it is not the last. But also we had a great construction team in the Costin Corporation. And you know, most politicians will tell you that, you know, yeah, these guys are great to work with, but most of them never even met the project team. I can honestly tell you, and I'd be more than happy to show you on my cell phone, every week I was going out there and talking to the construction guys and taking pictures. So I have a habit of saving these so we can look back years from now and take a look at where we came from. And I just want to share with you, if you haven't thought about this, why it's so very important for us to take the opportunity to recognize these projects. This is because you're all great engineers and architects and industry professionals, but for a community like ours that sits off a major corridor, it has helped us not only in terms of increasing our property values, but also attracting new business and residential development. We have seen our property values in the downtown business district and citywide increase by double digits in the last 7 years, thanks to all of the projects that we have built and brought forth. Lastly, this morning I had a meeting with my Economic Development Board in the city of Woodlake, and I remember when I was first elected, we would ask about projects and we didn't have any. Today we actually went over a list that was 2 pages long, which included not only projects like the community center, but also new residential development, which is something that's been sorely missing. And these are folks that are excited about living in a community like Woodlake that is far removed from major metro areas and still has that small town charm. So there is a lot of intrinsic value that I hope that you folks are able to help communicate back to the cities that you work with. Is don't think about terms like, we're going to build a great building, a great structure. Think about what you're doing for the entire community from a economic development standpoint. And for that, I'm so grateful for the relationship, the wonderful relationship that we have with QK Consulting, our newfound relationship with the Taylor Group, and folks like Clausen Corporation, who did an amazing job of putting together one of the most beautiful buildings in the county of Tulare, if I may say so myself. Thank you.